Hello and welcome to our online tutorial for using a desktop or laptop from home. Today I'm going to teach you how to use your SeeSaw application from home on a laptop or desktop and how to complete your daily 5 recording your tasks and your rotations as you go. All right. The first thing you need to do is access Chrome. To find Chrome on your computer, you go down to your search bar and type in Chrome. Now you can access that and click on that and it will open up Chrome for you. I already have it open, so I'm just going to click on my Chrome bar down here. This will be your home page, which is your DET login page. But what you're going to have to do first is come to your SeeSaw page. Now, to get your SeeSaw page up, you just need to type in this website, web.seesaw.me, and that will bring up our home page. And to access SeeSaw, we'll just need to log in. Once you click the login button, it will bring up your login page. From here, you're going to click I am a student, which will bring up your student page. To find your unique classroom, you would have been sent a code. Now, this is where you enter your code into your classroom. So I'm going to enter my code in now. Now, each individual persons will have a different code that you'll need to put in to get up your activities for your classroom. Once we're in our code, we have our activity log, which is all the activities that have been assigned to you. Now, this is what your literacy activity will look like. And to respond to your literacy activity, you will click the Add Response button. Now, we also have our group up here, which will tell you what class you are in, and it also allows you to sign out once you're finished. But today we're going to look at our literacy rotations and responding to each of our literacy tasks. So I'm going to open up my literacy task and it's going to load my front page. Now my front page is going to be my literacy rotations for the day. And as I go, I'm going to tick off each of my literacy rotations. We have word work, read to an adult, listen to reading / read to self, work on writing, and comprehension / study ladder. Now, comprehension / study ladder, you can choose between a comprehension task that is set for you, or you can use your online study ladder account to respond to a study ladder task. Okay. Once we have our page read up, we are going to work through our 5 rotations that are down the side here. Now, our first rotation is going to be read to an adult. To read to an adult today, you are going to find the book that you have been assigned to read from home, or the book you have chosen to read from home. And to respond to this, I'm going to press my microphone. Now, my microphone brings up my recording, and this is where I respond to the thing. If it comes up with allow, just press allow. That means your microphone is on and you can start your recording. Once our recording has started, you are going to name your book and the pages you are reading for the day. Okay. Once you have done that, you can press the pause button on the side here and it will bring up the time that has passed. And when you have finished, you can press the done button. Now the done button will save it to your recording just here. Okay. That will bring up your done button and you can re-record if you're not happy, or you can listen to yourself by playing the video. Once you've finished your recording, you will come to your home slide, and I am just going to use my little cursor here to tick the one I've done. All right, so just using my mouse, I'm going to give it a tick. That's a funny tick, but that's okay. Our next response that we're going to do is work on word work. We're going to do our word work activity. Down here is going to be our spell well list that you will need to access. Each spell well list will be different per student, so you'll just have to find your spell well list and then go from there. To find your spelling city, you type in up the top spellingcity.com and then click on the login button. Once you've clicked on the login button, it will come to a student educator. Now we log in as an educator here, and from there we can use our Katara School username and password, which are on this page. So from here, I'm going to type in and then my password, and then click login. This is where all our lists are. We can find our lists on our home page. Now I'm going to go down to my list number 12. Not 12A, because there are different levels, but this is my list of 12. So these are my lists. Now, to respond to this, I can do it in a number of ways. For this one, I am going to type my words onto my Spelling City page. Okay? So I'm going to look at my Spelling City words and I'm going to type them on. So cram is my first one. My second one. Third one. Pressing enter to go down, so they're all on a different line, and then enter. Going back and forth. Oh, see that one? I didn't press enter, so it came one word. I'm going to press the enter button to go down onto the next line, just to make sure that we are separating our words. Done. So I've written my words on the page and I can just leave them over the top so I can see them and my teacher can see them. Then I can come back to my original slide and select my ticker again and tick. Once we've done that, if I'm not happy with one of my ticks, I can erase that one with my eraser marker and I can go back and try again. There we go, much better. Our third activity is a listen to reading / read to self. Now with this one here, you can make another recording down on our third slide. So we're going to hit our recording button again, and we're going to log into our Epic Books. Once it starts recording, I'm going to go to our Epic Books. I'm going to pick a read to me book or a book that I want to read myself. And I'm going to choose that book that I wish it to read to me, and then it's going to make a recording. Once I have finished that, I'm going to go back to my SeeSaw. I'm going to press pause, and then I'm going to press the done button. The done button will show up that I have finished and saved it. I can also add in a caption if I wanted to add a caption on the side, which is down the bottom. I listened to a bird book on Epic. Now I will get that message, or I can make another recording, but I can get that message and then press enter, and that's going to add that caption to that slide for me. Now my fourth activity, I'm going to come back up and tick my third activity. That's done. Now we're going to do our work on writing activity. Now work on writing is mostly done in Google Classroom. So I'm going to come down to my fifth slide here, and I'm going to go to my Google Classroom login. Now there is a tutorial how to get into your Google Classroom, and that will be posted on one of our tutorial learners just like this. So I've already logged in and I can see all the classes that I have, and then my task will be assigned to me per day, per slide. So back on this slide that we were on, it will tell me which activity I need to complete for that day. So I'll go to my classroom and then complete that. Once I've done that, I go back to my SeeSaw page and I tick my work on writing. Now, I don't need to add anything for that because Google Classroom will log my activity and my teacher will be able to see that. So once I've ticked that, they know to log on to Google Classroom and then therefore check the work that you have done from there. And my final slide for today is my study ladder. I'm going to choose study ladder, not comprehension today. And I'm going to go to my study ladder account and I'm going to log in my study ladder account from my study ladder. Now to get to study ladder, you type in studyladder.com.au and then click on the login on the side, and from there I add in my account, which has been sent to our students. Once that logs me in, I'm going to go to my individual learning activities, and then I'm going to work through these tasks. Now I have to do at least 2 of these tasks for me to complete it, but I can choose any 2 that I wish, and that's going to be either my word work, or there's some fundamental intervention, or extension vocabulary. So it just depends on what you want to do for the day. You can do a mixture of a couple. Once I've done that, I go back to my SeeSaw, back to my main page, and my classroom teacher will be able to check my work as I go from study ladder. So once I tick that, they know to tick that study ladder off, or I can write on here, done 2 tasks, and that means my teacher knows to go check my activities. Once all 5 is completed, I then am finished. Now, if you want to do a rough save and not send it, you can press the draft button, but I'm done for the day. So I'm going to tick my done, and this will upload my work to my teacher and my learning journal. So here's my learning journal, and that means I've finished my literacy rotations for the day. That's all we're going to cover for today. Your maths rotations will be set out in a very similar way, just with different activities, but you'll still tick off your rotations as you work through each of your activities.